Michael or Quinton Aaron, a homeless black teen, has drifted in and out of the school system for years. Then Lee Ann Tui, Sandra Bullock, and her husband, Sean Tim McGraw, take him in. The Tuis eventually become Michael's legal guardians, transforming both his life and theirs. Michael's tremendous size and protective instincts make him a formidable force on the gridiron, and with help from his new family and devoted tutor, he realizes his potential as a football player. Disillusioned with the intelligence community, top contractor Edward Snowden, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, leaves his job at the National Security Agency. He now knows that a virtual mountain of data is being assembled to track all forms of digital communication, not just from foreign governments and terrorist groups, but from ordinary Americans. When Snowden decides to leak this classified information, he becomes a traitor to some, a hero to others, and a fugitive from the law. With wit and athletic genius, with defiant rage and inner grace, Muhammad Ali forever changed the American landscape. Fighting all comers, Ali took on the law, conventions, the status quo and the war, as well as the fists in front of him. Ali both ignited and mirrored the conflicts of his time and is to become one of the most admired fighters in the world. Forget now what you thought you knew. The film is an adaptation of the book Goon, the true story of an unlikely journey into minor league hockey by Adam Furtasio and Doug Smith. His character fights both Vlad and Rhea over the course of the film. He draws with Vlad and the outcome of his fight with Rhea is not shown. A natural talent in the sport of surfing, teenager Bethany Hamilton, Anna Sophia Robb, loses an arm in a shark attack. Bolstered by the love of her parents, Helen Hunt, Dennis Quaid, and refusing to give up, she plans to return to competition, although questions about her future continue to trouble her. Upon seeing the devastation in Thailand caused by the 2004 tsunami, Bethany discovers a greater purpose, to make a difference in the lives of others. While exploring a remote canyon in Utah, mountaineer and adventurer Aaron Ralston, James Franco, becomes trapped when a boulder falls on his arm. Over the next 5 days, Ralston examines his life and considers his options, leading him to an agonizing choice. To amputate his arm so that he can extricate himself and try to make his way back to civilization, or remain pinned to the canyon wall and likely die. This sweeping drama, based on real historical events, follows American boyhood friends Rafe McCauley, Ben Affleck, and Danny Walker, Josh Hartnett, as they enter World War II as pilots. Rafe is so eager to take part in the war that he departs to fight in Europe alongside England's Royal Air Force. On the home front, his girlfriend, Evelyn Kate Beckinsale, finds comfort in the arms of Danny. The three of them reunite in Hawaii just before the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor. Bohemian Rhapsody is a foot-stomping celebration of Queen, their music and their extraordinary lead singer Freddie Mercury. Freddie defied stereotypes and shattered convention to become one of the most beloved entertainers on the planet. The film traces the meteoric rise of the band through their iconic songs and revolutionary sound. They reach unparalleled success, but in an unexpected turn Freddie, surrounded by darker influences, shuns Queen in pursuit of his solo career. Having suffered greatly without the collaboration of Queen, Freddie manages to reunite with his bandmates just in time for Live Aid. While bravely facing a recent AIDS diagnosis, Freddie leads the band in one of the greatest performances in the history of rock music. Queen cements a legacy that continues to inspire outsiders, dreamers and music lovers to this day. Young Ronnie reveals to his classmates that his personal hero is a dog named Hachi. Ribbed by his fellow pupils, Ronnie goes on to tell the remarkable story of his grandfather's friendship with Dog. James Cameron's Titanic is an epic, action-packed romance set against the ill-fated maiden voyage of the RMS Titanic. The pride and joy of the White Star Line and, at the time, the largest moving object ever built. She was the most luxurious liner of her era, the ship of dreams which ultimately carried over 1,500 people to their death in the ice-cold waters of the North Atlantic in the early hours of April 1912.